the AM/PM Rocket against what used to be known as Big Toe, which is now Evil Force.
You got to think Jim Reese may be a favorite on this one. Jim Reese, we saw out in Anaheim go to the final round and win against Bigfoot in the final round, but crashing on the last round. Reese, you know, he's a builder of monster trucks. He's built about 9 of these things, and I'd say one of the premier young builders in America, building for Golden State out in California. He's got him covered out of the hole. Let's see how Reese handles it. This track is so slick. No matter how good you are, you can be in trouble in just the blink of an eye. Reese has got a good lead over it. Will he go ahead and drive out? And he does. Takes his time. Wins that one handily. Saving the truck. I think that was a wise move on his part. You notice Kenny was backing out of the truck. He looked over, saw he had a lead, and held the lead and held it well. So he will progress on to round 2.
The AM/PM Rocket, the winner, and will now move on. And Evil Force will depart.
This should be a great race coming up next. We've got Heartbeat against the Master of Disaster. Either one of these trucks are capable of winning. Both of them great drivers, both of them big horsepower. If you have to look at horsepower, you've got to look at Heartbeat. Probably got a little bit bigger motor in it. Probably pounding out a little bit more horsepower. The driving style is good over there, but the gentleman here in this Master of Disaster is one of those guys that never, ever says die. Doug is a handler when it gets down to racing.
And the Master of Disaster, Doug Spanier from Albany, Minnesota.
I think Doug's may have a little bit of advantage on this race. You know, besides the horsepower, I'm going to have to get that to Heartbeat, but the little short wheelbase truck, that could be a big advantage on this tight turn down at the end. Heartbeat out in the lead. He's caught him sleeping on the line. Can he keep it up? Uh-oh, he's in trouble. It's skating on the back. Skating on the back, but he's all right. He works it out. He's got it.
Oh, man!
He's got it. Heartbeat wipes out one of them.
Oh.
On the other side. And Master of Disaster, a lot of smoke coming out of the back of that truck.
But it's Heartbeat that will move on. Just a superb run by Heartbeat. On the replay, Mike, we'll see Heartbeat made the turn wide. He's at the top of the screen.
When the back end of it's trying to come around on him, but Brett doing a beautiful job of driving, cutting the tires the other way and making it straighten out. Now he comes back around, nails the throttle, a lot of air for Heartbeat, lands up on 2 wheels. It is wild and woolly racing here tonight. You see the Master Disaster, a lot of smoke coming out from the transmission area on that truck. He may have very well smoked the transmission for the Master of Disaster.
But the Heartbeat will move on.
My heavens, who are you going to pick on a winner on this one? There's the beautiful Skull Bandit truck. That's another one of the Jim Reese built trucks. Gary doing the driving. Gary made one of the prettiest qualifying runs that we've seen tonight with this truck earlier. But you've got, can't count out Rob Fuse out of Woodstock, Illinois. He's got first blood. And this truck is so tough, and so is Rob. This is going to be one of the best races of the night right here. I think this could be really the race. We might see the winner come out of this set of trucks right here, because both of these guys are truly capable of winning. Well, I'd call it a dead heat going into the first turn. The Bandit truck taking his time. First Blood, a little bit of a lead. Can he hold up with it? First Blood's got a lead. Look out.
Oh!
Whoa!
The Skull Bandit made up all of his time as cars. Mike, we'll see it in the replay. The Skull Bandit had so much air coming over those cars.
Now they're lined up. First Blood's got a lead on him of about a truck right here. Half a truck. He's in the air, but now air is going. Can't tell from my vantage point. We'll have to wait.
It might be, you know, I thought the Skull Bandit won it, but First Blood touched wheels down first after leaping the cars, where the Skull Bandit was still in the air, so it might be that First Blood did indeed win that heat. There is a nice shot in the red jumpsuit, taking the helmet off, Rob Fuchs, getting the congratulatory handshake. It is First Blood who has moved on. And so now the semifinals are set.
Well, I have them set with Bigfoot versus the AM/PM Rocket, and I have Heartbeat up against First Blood.
And we'll see the semifinals when we continue here from the Metrodome in just a moment, so stay tuned.